Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You join me on the pretty horrific and arduous climb up the dome of St Paul's. Stunning views when you get to the top though. Must admit the views are worth the climb. My fitness level has improved a smidge since the last time I come, so I'll still be wrecked, I can assure you of that. It does have a lift, but you can only use it for disabled people or people with buggies. Sorry. See into the cathedral in there. God. Architecture and stuff. Plus doing that gives me a chance to style it out with the not being able to breathe properly. I think that's where you get into the Whispering Gallery, but as I said, that's closed. So, sorry.
No, I don't think we're there yet. No, I think, you know, the small like arches just below the slates? Yes. One of them. There, one of those. Yeah.
It's not over yet, I assure you. You think I was there? Anyone that's been here knows. See? Oh, I told them, as they say. If you're unsteady on your feet at all, probably give this one a miss. As I said before, in one of my videos, all the drain pipes and everything that you don't see outside, it's all hidden. And there's loads and loads of graffiti all over the walls, but when you get to the top of the Golden Gallery, near there, there's more. Some of it's older. This is more modern, this stuff. We'll be at the Stone Gallery in a minute. You get some lovely views. That warns people not to bang their heads, but I've only ever come across that problem once, and that was in a medieval building with a really short door. I'm quite short, so it doesn't normally crop up, that one. Loads of people have scratched their names into the walls, and some of it's in modern. But I won't do that, just in case. But this bit is like the inside bits of the dome, right? The dome's like a sandwich, really. You've got the outer dome, the inner dome, and we're in the middle of the two. And then you go further up. Once we've finished at the stone galleries, you go to the golden galleries. And that's where the journey gets really unpleasant. Through there is the Whispering Gallery, I think. Alright, you're right. Right. Prepare yourself for some nice views in a minute. More stairs, of course, but we will get to the views. Last time I came, as I said, it was really cold and rainy, and I had a very, very thick coat on. And by the time I'd climbed to the top of this lot, I was soaked. I've come a bit better prepared today. I'd love to know where some of these doors all lead to.
No, that's the wrong way. It looks like, because I can see the city from there. It looks like.
Just a few more steps left for a fantastic view of London and a possible heart attack.
The way down is different,
Sorry. Someone, Christopher Wren probably, kindly thought of unfit people and put stone benches in. Bearing in mind that in those days, the majority of Londoners, their lungs were in a worse state than ours, so they probably needed it. It's remarked on in the diaries of Samuel Pepys that Londoners spat black because of all the coal smoke. Oh dear. Oh, they're handy, those benches. Oh. Oh dear. Someone else is just sitting down. The benches are a godsend, I must admit. So Christopher and the architects and builders were quite thoughtful in a way, really. Here we are. Hiya.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah, you?
Not too bad, thank you.
Good workout?
Yeah, it's a very good workout, yeah. It's definitely a good workout. And on such a lovely day, you can of course see right across London and beyond. We'll be going to the Golden Gallery once I've finished my heart attack. Whew. And this is what I mean about seeing for miles. Off over into Kent and Sussex, over the chalk hills and Sussex Downs and whatnot. Oh man, me heart yearning for Rye in Sussex. Oh. There you get to see some of the architecture of the building itself. And we're at not quite the top of the dome, but we're at the when you look up at the dome and you see the what looks like a tiny little stone banister, that's where we are. And as you can see, it's not a tiny stone banister. St Paul's Cathedral has quite a lot of scars and stuff on it, which is a lot of it is from World War II shrapnel hits and such like. Hope everyone's enjoying today's viewings, or will enjoy them. I'll upload each one as I do them. I can't zoom in on my smartphone like the iPhone you see, but this is alright, and you can see for miles Thames. There you got Southwark Bridge there. The old Billingsgate fish market was just there, the old Billingsgate. Very, very nice. Show you a little bit of the architecture of the building while we're here as well. Obviously the view is the main thing that everyone climbs up here for. The Shard. That's the Millennium Bridge, or the Wobbly Bridge as it's called. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can, of course, yeah. Just there, just that little white dot there is Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. Tate Modern, which is next to it. A lot of building in London going on. We shall stop and take in a little view of the Thames and a bit of history. I can't remember if it's called St Michael or St Nicholas, Cole Abbey Church there. I did a video, it was the best ones were on my Facebook page. I'll redo it, but on here. There's a old kind of forgotten tunnel thing that runs along there that was part of the old Fish Street hill, and when I lowered the camera down into it you could see that the thing was made of stone blocks, and there was a door from one bit going into the other. And interestingly enough, about 200, maybe a bit longer further on, there was another grating, and that one was a sewer, and which was obviously not connected to the one I put my phone down, because the sewer one literally stank and you could feel the heat coming out of it. But the one I put the camera down, I found it very interesting. And bearing in mind, when I did this, like when there was no one around, I was quiet, and there's a voice down there, clear as a bell, and it sounds Dutch. So whether it was something paranormal or not. So if you're into that kind of thing, check out my Facebook page. Can't remember when it was. It may have been a month ago, or just a little bit before, or a little bit after. They just look real fun and pretty. And with St Paul's, unlike the monument, I've done the monument on my Facebook page. I've not done it on YouTube yet. I'll do that soon. With St Paul's climbing up there, luckily there's a way up and a separate way up and a separate way down, so you're not getting caught up on the stairs. Whereas in the monument, there's only one way up, one way down. So if you've got a bag on you or anything bulky, you will be asked to leave it downstairs, which is quite reasonable. Oh look, didn't know about that. Another little church there. I think that might be part of that school, because there's a school there. I'll check that out. See, it's good to get a bird's eye view right of London, because you can see and pick up on things that you've not noticed or not picked up on before or seen, because you're in amongst the streets. You don't always notice it all. Just down here is a memorial to firefighters that lost their lives in the Second World War, and there's like hundreds of other names on there of other firefighters that have lost their life in the line of duty. So yeah, that's that. Just where them buses are the St Lawrence, and it's the St Panoramic public fountain, which was somewhere else and then got moved here in 2010. Skateboarders do their skateboarding and that there, but yeah, I've chatted to them before. Nice, respectful lads. People moan about them, but you know, people I like. Now I've caught my breath, we can go and do the Golden Gallery, and as I said, it is not over yet, because the worst bit is yet to come. Here is the rain drainage, which goes into all those pipes and everything we saw just now. When Sir Christopher Wren designed this place, he did not want gutters on the outside, marring the aesthetic look of his beautiful building, so a lot of the services and everything like that for this are hidden. You don't think about it really, because they are hidden, tucked into little places like this, and you never see any of that from down there. Right, it's Golden Gallery time now, and you will see what I mean in a minute with the spiral staircases. What's that? Some grease on that handle. Oh, I say, how common and frightful. Now it's warm in here because the heat rises up from the cathedral. But this is the, remember I said to you about the dome being like a sandwich, a layer in a layer, and we're in the middle of that layer now, in the middle of the St Paul's Cathedral dome sandwich. It's nice and quiet today, so unlike when I did the one for Facebook, you YouTube subscribers will get more of a view of the architecture. Right. And those whole archings go all the way round. Get up onto the platform and I'll let this person go by, and that lets me style it out and catch my breath as well then. Right. Thanks. Although I'm managing it a lot better than I did the last time. I was in a terrible state last time I did it. Although I was rushing for time, so I was going quite quick as well. But yeah, you can see. Obviously, well, I don't know. I shouldn't imagine this lot was here in the 1600s and whatnot when they started building this. So how they did get up into the Golden Gallery, there would have been a route, of course, but I don't know. And I'm watching my phone in my other pocket, my other phone in my pocket, because last time I was here, I didn't see it. But when someone was going up these stairs, they got right to the top more or less, and their iPhone fell out of their pocket. Yeah. And it wasn't one of the older, more basic iPhones like mine. It was, yeah, devastation kind of thing. Fire protection built in. Fire hose point. The fire watchers of St Paul's in both World Wars really saved this place. We're almost there. It's a good workout. The journey down is interesting, shall we say. And I'm not one of these people that would take the piss or fat shame someone, but if you are on the big side, really avoid it. I mean, I've got a bit of bulk to me, and even I struggle to fit through it. There's this one on the way up and another on the way down, and they are really narrow. You'll be seeing something really spectacular in a bit. Ouch, that was my head. Oh, it's a nice draft. Breeze. Hiya, how are you? Alright? Oh, thank you. It's a good workout, I'll say that for it. Thank you. It's amazing.
Why don't you take a seat and rest? I've got to leave my bags outside.
And that was what I told you about when I was down in the main body of the cathedral. You can looking up. And the pavement, which looks tiny. Whew. The pavement, which looks tiny up here. So, oh, sorry. When you were down there, was so big you couldn't capture it in one thing. It shows you how high up we are. Now, my favourite part. Hiya. Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? It's really lovely. I said that. I've been really lucky. I mean, funny thing is, Wednesday I was out and I got soaked. But yeah.
Thursday since last autumn, I've not got a coat out here. So.
Yeah. Last time I came up in here 3 or 4 times, and last time I came, I did this one. It was raining and cold, and I had a big coat on. By the time I got up here, I was really sweating. But it's lovely today. It's really nice. And down in there is if we wait a couple of minutes, we'll see it or hear it chime 3 o'clock. Anyone that knows me knows I love clocks and watches and any mechanical time-keeping things. So, yeah. It's just one or 2 minutes to go, and then it should start chiming 3. Then you'll hear it chime. There's no bells in this one, I don't think. I know that the cathedral's got a tenor bell that it rings in big or horrible circumstances like state occasions. I think the last time it rang was when Prince Philip died. absolutely gorgeous the weather today. It's really nice. There we are. I said it was only a minute or two. Just down there is Temple Bar Gate, which was at Temple Bar but was moved here, and that was built by, or constructed or designed by Sir Christopher Wren as well. You've got Paternoster Square there. So many churches. Years and years ago, and I mean years ago, before all these big tall skyscrapers came along, people would direct or tell their way by church spires because they were the tallest buildings at the time, really. So it was easy. And now the church spires are lost in all the skyscrapers and stuff. That never ceases to amaze and awe me when you look through that little window and realise just how high up you are. The pavement down there, as I said, is so big that you could never get it in one picture. But when you're up here, it looks like a 2p coin. It's so it looks so small. But yeah, it shows how high up we are. Alright. For anyone that doesn't like heights, I do apologise. Can you imagine when this was done and Sir Christopher Wren and the architects, the builders, would have all come up here and had a look and stood here? And I like to think of that, what a completely, utterly different world London would have been back then. Little low buildings, nothing plaster, a lot of them very new, because once this was built it was replacing what was lost in the fire, and so much of London was lost in the fire. Oh, the sky looks like periwinkles, to be sure. And that's the lantern at the top of the dome, so we are above the dome itself now. Here's the dome. And when you look up at it from below, it looks like a complete solid dome. You don't realise these things are here. There's doors there that will let the people out to do work, maintenance, water drainage and things. Everything about this Sir Christopher Wren really thought out well. So very, very well. St Paul's School. Just there. Tower of London. As we go a bit further around, you'll see HMS Belfast sticking out. on. That's alright, that's alright, you're okay. Gorgeous views, as you can see. Right over the chalk hills. Right over that way is Kent and Sussex. Garden of England. Sussex being my favourite, my favourite place in England, in Rye, is where I hope to live holidays, but we'll get there. I go there every year on holiday anyway, so at the moment. Cheese grater. Shard. Shakespeare's Globe. Tate Modern. Probably take you around again, give you a more little view. Oh, it's nice and warm here. Catch the sun in this bit and not too much draft. Lovely. I did a video on the steps there, the river steps. It's by the Globe, not long ago. They do tours of the Globe. I'm not really a theatre goer, particularly some of the Shakespeare stuff's a bit heavy for me, but I would like to go on the tours, which I'm going to do soon, so that'll be something to look out for. See, what I do is I do one visit which will be Facebook Lives, and then I'll do a revisit which will be pre-record for my YouTube, and until I get 50 subscribers I can't go live on there. When I start going live I'll probably buy a rig, and then I can just go live on both then. Could do the same thing with a pre-record really in a rig, but some of the places I go to are a bit confined and whatnot, so and I don't like to be conspicuous kind of thing. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry. Cheers. How should I have bruised it? I caught my shoulder on one of them. Yeah, so pretty spectacular views. Alright, thank you. As I say, when you're down the street, you don't never think to look at it, it's segmented and there's access doors and stuff in there. It's to build in this place, it's amazing. There's black of London pollution. Blacker back in the old days with coal fires and such. Right. Yeah. Sorry. Goodness. Now you see what I mean about the way down. And here is some very, very old graffiti. I mean, very, very old. I mean, it's so old, it's got its date in Roman numerals. Oh, Christ. This is narrow, this. So if you was clinically obese, you would get wedged in this, I should imagine, quite easily. There we are. As people go down, and then I shall carry on. There we are, and then you can see what I meant about how narrow it is. Spiral staircases, these ones have got handles on the side, it's not too bad. But even these you've got to admire how it's put together, because it's like a double helix kind of spiral staircase with a way up and a way down. Very cleverly thought out, whoever did it. I must say, fitness levels must have improved since my last visit, because I was absolutely wrecked the last time I did this. Into another landing. Fire hose points, so this is what I mean about all these little doors and things and whatnot. Must lead to some interesting things in interesting places. Off limits to the public, I'm afraid. Whew. Got some okay-ish content done today for the channel. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a like and a share. This bit does interest me because it's, as I say, you're in kind of in the middle of the dome, and it shows you how it's constructed. There we are, and we're out onto the stone gallery, but on the other side now. So as I say, there's a way up, way down, and a way in and a way out. So we got the view of the other side on the stone gallery when I was there. The clock, and if we wait 2.5 minutes, we'll strike the 1:15. Clocks, a little bit about them if you're interested in clocks. You'll get chiming ones, and I mean church clocks as well as household clocks. You'll get a non-chimer, which obviously doesn't chime. You'll get a plain chimer, which will chime the number of hours and once on the half hour. Then you get a quarter chimer, which chimes the quarters. On the 1:15 you get a ding dong. 1/2 you get ding dong, ding dong. 1:45 ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. On the hour itself, 4 ding dongs, and then the number of hours. And that ding dong thing is known as a ting tang chime. Other clocks, I mean, I've got one at home that's from the 1950s, and that chimes either Westminster chimes, Whittington chimes, or St Michael's chimes, or it has a silent option on it. I love clocks, so you should probably tell. You see right down the Thames on a gorgeous day. It's really warm, it's nice, lovely. Over to the Houses of Parliament, where the curve of the river goes right round there, but right on that curve of the river there's the London Eye on this side and the Houses of Parliament on that side, which obviously because of the sun and that you can't see that well, but yeah. It's better. Try and get out the sun a little bit and whatnot. 1 more minute. So I'll walk around a bit. Don't need to see it to hear it chime, do you? It's only me because I like clocks and stuff, and obviously this one's been heard on a lot of state occasions when they ring wedding bells or the pealer bells or something like that. an abbey or a cathedral, that's very impressive. And if you want to hear an absolutely amazing peal of bells, go to the Church of St Magnus the Martyr, which is near Pudding Lane, near the monument. Sunday, you'll hear the bell ringers practicing. I was there around 5 o'clock and I heard that and recorded it. You've seen the video if you've watched my other videos. Oh hi, I tell them. War damage. Scars. A lot of London's buildings that survived the war have got their scars from the war. Some of them didn't survive or partially survived and then were reborn from the ashes, so to speak, like All Hallows by the Tower. The upper part of that was more or less just completely gutted in the war. The crypt of it was survived, obviously, and that's a very amazing place, the crypt, because it's Saxon and Roman. If you've seen, there's a video of that on here as well. I wasn't able to do a pre-record of the main body of the church, so that'll be one of my recent ones coming up soon. So what I may do with that is just do one long video of church and crypt and then just delete my crypt video from here or leave it on, whatever. Well, don't that just look real fine and pretty? Anyone that doesn't like heights, like, ooh, he's very high up. And St Paul. You can see the back of him there. Looking down into Paternoster Square, with the Temple Bar Gate, which is what I said about was another Sir Christopher Wren creation, was at Temple Bar and then moved here. I think it was in about 2010, 15 kind of era, that type of thing. Over there, we are seeing Christopher Wren Church that was bombed out. Christchurch Greyfriars, that's it. Christchurch Greyfriars. There was a church there before that was destroyed by the Great Fire. That one burned obviously in the Great Fire. Then Wren created this one, and that one was destroyed in the war. The only part of that to survive was its tower, so the tower is original. Did the inside of that, which is just a bombed out chapel, but it's laid out as a nice garden. There's another one like that, which is St Dunstan in the east, which is near here, which is what I want to do today, if it's not closed. By the time I've done here. Last time I went it was closed, but these things aren't going to run away because the inside of that is bombed out as well, but it's really, really lovely in there, I've been told, and apparently haunted. Got a very odd feeling. So yeah, that's your views done. Nearly a 40-minute video this one. Please do not enter here. Got to go the other way. Right, guys and girls, well, you've seen everything with the climb to the top, so I'll leave that at this one for now. Let's go back down. It's just the same thing. Just found that big stone staircase now, not the spiral ones. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed what you've seen. Take care. Gift of the Friends of St Paul's, 1986. Friends of St Paul's, you can join that if a lot of things you can do, help look after this place and stuff. People have put their initials on there. Anyway, take care everyone, and I'll see you soon.